speaking of my career, we recently crowned our first ever NBA 2K20 legend. Who was it?
Was it Chalk DF, Poor Boy Sin, Hank the Tank, or Red City Boy?
Man, these guys are grinding. Like, mad props and respect to them.
Mad props.
I don't think I'm going to become a legend.
I don't think so either.
But we're taking names on the Pro-Am courts. So bring it on, community.
Before we get started, we need to congratulate Chalk DF. He is the
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Tonight, it'll be the Boston Celtics squaring off against the Orlando Magic. Well, for Orlando, they lost Game 1 in this matchup earlier this season. They'll see them 4 times in all, looking to even the series with a win tonight. And a chance to see Markelle Fultz, over 40% from deep in college. Shaq, this team needs him to be able to come in and score the ball.
Yeah, he's had some problems, but it'll come with time. You know, a lot of pressure being that number 1 overall pick, but he's got to get past that.
Yeah, it's not that cut and dry in this situation. I think everyone involved has gotten frustrated at some point. He's still very young, though. Just didn't play enough games in college to really solidify himself as the number 1 pick, and they did take him. A lot of pressure on this young guy.
Both teams ready to tip off. Let's send it to Kevin Harlan.
The tall buildings of downtown Boston lighting up the nighttime sky. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. And here's a look at some numbers for Fournier.
And it's striking how much his three-point shooting has improved this month. His long-range percentage is coming up, and that's going to give them a lift as a team. You can never have enough reliable threats from beyond the arc.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, guys, Kemba Walker is a multiple-time All-Star. But from his first seasons in the league, stardom was not assured. Even he said, "I never saw myself playing at this level. There were times I didn't know if I even belonged in the NBA. I guess you could say I'm surprised." Now, Kevin, every player has those doubts at the beginning, but few overcome them the way Kemba has.
David, he's come a long way. Thank you. Scouting reports very detailed, Clark. Talk about the types of insights those scouting reports would reveal about your team and your opposition.
Typically, player tendencies and team tendencies. How do they win? What areas are they really strong in? A team being excellent on the glass or tremendous in transition offense or very physical. I mean, just those types of nuggets that you would have for a team and then individual players so that you could try to position them to not be at their best by what you did to counteract them.
Good explanation. A look at the Magic starting group. Markelle Fultz out there with Evan Fournier. Then there's Gordon. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. And it's Birch in at the 5 spot. And for the Celtics, Brown and Hayward, they're the wing. Tatum and Cantor together down low. And it's Walker in at the point guard.
Cannot let Tatum roll to the bucket, Kevin. When he's got a head of steam, he's going to finish with power.
And Fultz gets it to go.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Walker the pass to Hayward. Now here's Cantor. On the wing, Brown. Shot clock at 6. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Jump ball.
So it's Orlando now. Here's Boston now. And that one drops. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Brown against Fournier. Pass to Fultz. Here's Birch. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. 4 on the clock. Here's Fultz. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Brown down low. He's guarded by Fournier. Brown, good.
I think that's where Brown is at his best, guys. He's a muscular athlete who loves finishing strong through contact.
Here's Fultz. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Free throw good from Fultz. And the number 1 pick in 2017, Markelle Fultz out of Washington, 6'4". Clark, do you think he's more of a point guard or a 2?
Well, you know, at Washington, Kevin, I thought he showed the ability to score and assist at a high level. Coming out of college, I thought he had a chance to be really dynamic in both areas. Time will tell if that's the case, but I think playing the point could take some of the pressure off of his shot as he regains confidence in that part of his game.
The Celtics shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
The first one falls.
Well, one thing you've got to know about Kemba Walker is that this guy can go off at any time. A dynamic scorer that also possesses the killer instinct. And when he gets it going, watch out. It can snowball into a dominating performance.
Kemba Walker hits them both. And for Walker, who stayed 3 years at UConn, Clark, he just keeps getting better on the offensive end.
Boy, Kemba Walker is one of the most dynamic little guys we've had in the league in its history. I mean, his ability to score from outside and inside is really hard to match and quite special. He's the type of player who always is surprising you on the upside. Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Passes it to Cantor. Right side, Tatum. Knocks down the 10-footer.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Fournier with the ball. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Hornets in Charlotte.
And he was also a terrific creator in that game as well. His assist total show you what a fantastic all-around effort it was.
That one drops for him. Tatum's got 6 points.
5 buckets without a miss. That's a fantastic start.
Fultz looking around. Here's Gordon. The basket good off the assist from Fultz.
It's never easy in the NBA, folks. I mean, great job by Gordon to just dismiss the contact and still score.
Now here's Tatum. 6 points for him. Nice ball movement by Boston. Pass to Brown. Shoots it up. It's rebounded by Fultz.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Fultz with the ball. Defended by Hayward. Fultz, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Tatum drives in. Doesn't go for him. Gordon with the defensive effort. Stolen by Cantor. The shot misses. And it's Fultz with the ball for the Magic. They trail by 3. Their last encounter was in Orlando.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
And sometimes that can be a motivating factor. May very well light a fire under them tonight. Nobody likes to be dominated on the glass like that.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Celtics.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Now, here's Brown. Markelle Fultz unable to get his last shot to go. The guys, you talk about players coming in and with a huge impact. Jason Tatum showed he was more than ready to be an NBA star.
Rare do you see a player as polished and as impactful as Tatum. Stepped right in to be one of the top players on a top team with Boston. Fits their system perfectly, and really the sky is the limit for that young man.
First free throw is good. Moves on moves. That's Jason Tatum.
I mean, this guy's a natural isolation scorer. Jab steps, crossovers, turnarounds, fadeaways. He's got an awful lot in his bag.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Daniel Tice is checked in for Enes Kanter. Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Brown. And so Tatum nails them both.
And you look out there at the Magic, one of the taller teams in our league.
And, you know, that's a philosophical bent for the front office. They want long, athletic players. Draft guys with great length and then develop their strength and skill level. And I actually kind of like that approach. Have a philosophy, stick to it, and be true to it.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
You know, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, you know, game balls all around in that one. A terrific team effort. They trusted in their system and executed well to get the win. Got a moment now to see how the Magic are doing in the NBA rankings right now.
And let me add a few words about all their steals. I mean, they bring that toughness and aggression defensively. You don't get to be a top 10 team in that category by accident.
Augustine passes to Gordon. Back to Augustine. The pass to Ross. On the wing, Gordon. Shot clock at 5. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Here's Aminu. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Celtics leading by 7. Up top, Tatum. He's covered by Aminu. Here's Wanamaker, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Terrific awareness that time from Walker. Nice job getting his open teammates the rock.
Orlando's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Pass to Ross. He kicks to Bamba. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Now, when you look at Mo Bamba, with his size, around 7'1" in height, Clark, the longest wingspan, arm span ever measured at the Combine, he can dominate inside.
And you know what, guys? The scary thing is he's got room to fill out. He's got room to add good muscle and weight to that frame. And once he does, he's going to be a nightmare to deal with.
And that one falls for Bamba.
Well, you talk about physical gifts for the game. Mo Bamba, a 7-footer with the longest wingspan, 7'9.5", and that gives him a huge sphere of influence.
Michael Carter-Williams checked in for Orlando. He hits both from the stripe. Greg, you look at Bamba able to touch the rim while still on the ground. And he gets off the ground pretty well, too.
A good athlete, still getting stronger and developing his feel for the game. But he has something you just can't teach.
Here's Wanamaker. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Atlanta. Ross against Walker. And here's Augustine. Back to Ross. Takes the 13-footer, and Boston with the rebound. Outside, Walker to the inside, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Augustine dishes to Ross. Now here's Carter-Williams, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Augustine. That one wide left. Celtics leading by 9. Here's Wanamaker. Dishes to Walker. For the 3. It's good from long range. Walker's got 5 now.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here, Greg. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
Now here is Augustine. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. And it's Walker penetrating, and he banks in the layup. 7 points in the game.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Here's Carter-Williams. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Stripped away. Here's Wanamaker. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. There's 1:26 left to play in the first quarter. Now Augustine. Lock at 6. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And that's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right after the other.
Shemi Ojeleye is checked in for the Celtics. And the Magic making a change here as well. Owundu's checked in. Augustine with the steal. And that one drops for him.
Well, you don't last as long as Augustine has in this league without smarts. Very bright player, knows exactly where to run when the break is on.
Now here's Walker. A 32-point game for him in the win against the Hawks in Atlanta.
And it was not a one-man show. That was the best part. He had just as good a game with his passing as he did with his scoring.
Carter-Williams feeling it out a bit. 32 seconds left to play here in the first. Augustine, no luck.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Now, here's Tice. 8 points his last outing. The Celtics need to get a shot off from deep. Walker buries it from 3-point range. Walker's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Celtics. 3-pointer Augustine, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Boston, riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. Right back after this break. Gordon Hayward reunited with his college coach Brad Stevens. He said they go way back.
Our relationship started when I was in high school. He came to my morning workouts and really recruited me at Butler and was kind of the first guy that I think believed in me that I could make it to the next level.
And I'm sure, Greg, that relationship played a big role in Hayward deciding to join the Boston Celtics.
And not just a connection, but a respect. Hayward now a veteran in this league, while Stevens has moved into the conversation for one of the better young coaches in our league.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen the Celtics really take control here.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Daniel Tice out there with Ojala. Then there's Jaylen Brown. And it's Poirier in at the center position. That's the Boston Five. Clark, what would your dream backcourt look like? If you were going to design one, what would it look like?
Well, they'd have good size and athleticism, somewhere in that 6'3" to 6'6" range, and the ability to make plays for themselves and others, and also be very solid at the defensive end. You know, you think about some guys that would fit that bill. I look at a guy like Malcolm Brogdon, who really gives it to you in multiple ways as a backcourt player. And I like the scoring of Damian Lillard.
Agreed. Augustine. It's blocked. Out of bounds. Magic ball as Orlando keeps possession. Celtics making a switch here. Hayward's checked in. Fournier's checked in for Orlando. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Bamba kicks to Fournier. Carter Williams with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Bamba. The Magic again can't hit.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Wanamaker. He's guarded by Fournier. And Bamba pulls it down.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
Boy, that's finishing the defense there. He made a good effort on that possession defensively and then closed it out with the rebound.
Brown against Fournier. Brown, good. Brown's got 4 this quarter.
Give credit to the defense. They were right there on Brown. Ultimately, though, he's too smart and too confident near the hoop to have any effect.
Now here's Carter Williams. Outside Fournier. Floats one up. It's blocked. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. Cantor checked in for Boston. Tatum comes in for Semi Ojeleye. Here's Isaac. He's coming off a 16-point game against Charlotte. Clock at 4. And it's Gordon missing.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And good that time. Gordon's got his second basket. Celtics leading by 16. Wanamaker the pass to Tatum. Back to Wanamaker. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Markelle Fultz.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. He's perfect from the line this time. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. And here's Fournier. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Gordon kicks to Fultz. Just 5 on the clock. With the fadeaway. And it's Gordon missing.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Here's Wanamaker. The Magic getting the bucket. Passes it to Tatum. Lets it go with a 3. It is not good. He's made half of his 6 attempts.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, Greg, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
The Celtics have been excellent at the free throw line. Here today, a flawless 6 for 6.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Mark, the level of nuance and the footwork that keeps evolving every few years. Talk about the changes that you have seen from the time you've played to the exquisite footwork we see now.
Well, you know, some of my peers would say that these guys are being allowed to walk and have it talked about as good footwork. So you work with Reggie and other guys, and I hear them all the time saying guys are getting away with carrying the ball and so forth. But the footwork is pretty good. I mean, when you think about it, the step-back three-point shot, the ability to make plays off the dribble, all attributed to footwork. I think it's just an evolution of the game. As players see more and more of excellent work on the court, they're able to emulate it a lot sooner and a lot better.
Taking 2 shots. He misses the free throw. Clark, the two-way contract, a relatively new invention that gives players time in both the G League and the NBA.
I love it, Kevin, because it's another pathway for those aspiring to be NBA players to have a legitimate shot to make their dream come true. The G League is just a notch below the NBA in terms of overall talent. And so I love the fact that players who desire to be pros can have a pathway to get to the NBA by being part of the G League as well.
And these G League players are having an impact, aren't they? They're making a difference on a lot of teams.
40% of the players in the league have spent some time in the G League, so it speaks to the impact the G League has on the NBA.
Offensive rebound, Cantor, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Cantor's got 4 points now in the quarter. Here's Fultz. No good. Now Boston takes it the other way. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
Walker's checked in for the Celtics. And it's sent back by Isaac.
What a wingspan Isaac has. I mean, this guy is incredible at denying shots, and he loves to do it.
To the middle. That's good, and that evens things out for him. 50-50. 4 of 8 shooting this game.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Now, here's Cantor. He's coming off a 10-point game against Atlanta. Back to Brown. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Now here's Fultz, guarded by Walker. And Fultz gets it to go. Fultz has got 11 points.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Walker the pass to Tatum. There's the triple. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Well, you know he's feeling it when he's taking these kinds of shots, guys. Tatum, very confident with his stroke.
Now here's Fultz. He's got 11. Here's Ross. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
And Walker kicks to Williams. Pass to Brown. He dishes it to Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. Isaac with the steal. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Terrific activity from Isaac. Excellent at using his length to get those steals.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first.
Well, you know, he's still listed at 6'10", but when you see him standing next to teammates, guys, Jonathan Isaac is clearly taller. By the time he's done growing, he's projected to be a 7-footer or north of that.
Daniel Tice is checked in for Cantor. And a change for the Magic. DJ Augustine's checked in for Jonathan Isaac. And Walker's got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. They led the game at 1 point by 20. And Isaac doesn't want that 7-footer label. Something we've seen before with the guys like Garnett and Kevin Durant.
Yeah, I agree. There are a couple of things that go into that when you talk about guys not wanting to be listed at 7 feet. He grew up playing on the perimeter and still has an attachment to that part of his game. And then I think there's also the feeling if you're listed at 7 feet, you're going to get stuck inside. But even more than that, folks tend to look at you differently when you're a 7-footer because you appear to be out of the norm in a major way.
And the Celtics with possession here after the Magic pick up 2. Gordon against Brown. Lets it fly. Rebound by the Magic. And there's a minute 45 left now here in the second. That's tipped. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Clark, when you think back to your playing days in high school, what memories come to mind?
Well, just the fun of being able to have success all 4 years I was at St. Joseph High School in Cleveland, the way the city rallied around us my senior year when we had a chance to play for a state championship. Unfortunately came up short. The teammates and coaches and teachers that I had a chance to enjoy those 4 years with, all really fond, special memories for me.
And he makes the first. Shemi Ojeleye is checked in for the Celtics. And Orlando making a change here. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Celtics leading by 12. Outside, Walker. And the pass to Tice. To the paint. And it's blocked. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Aminu. Bamba is checked in for the Magic. .124 left to play here in the half. The Celtics have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
At the line, 1 shot.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
Here's Poirier, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Augustine, 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Some good defense in the NBA, so let's check out the leaders. Third spot, the Celtics.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
The free throw drops for Augustine.
And, you know, the speedy Augustine is really an excellent teammate and a dependable role player, a veteran presence who can really stroke it.
Carter Williams, he's checked in for Terrence Ross. Both free throws good from Augustine.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Walker against Carter Williams. Shots good by Walker. Walker's got 12.
Walker's always had a real tight handle, and those ball skills come into very good use on that bucket.
Williams against Carter Williams. Pass to a 1-2. Back to Carter Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Hard to fault defenders for falling for the pump fake of Carter Williams. I mean, he's really good at getting guys in the air.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
You know, his performance at the foul line this season might be the first thing he points to as a priority to improve.
That's good from Carter Williams.
The Syracuse alum, Carter Williams, a combo guard with really outstanding court vision and excellent speed.
Carter Williams hits them both. And Walker's got the ball here for Boston. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Poirier, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Mohamed Bamba.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
The Celtics have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 26 seconds left in the first half. Augustine against Walker. Now here is Augustine. 7 points in the game. Six to shoot. Out to the right wing. Here's Carter Williams. The Magic again can't hit. And so it's Boston. 13 points up at the end of the period. Their defense has been active and effective. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with head coach Brad Stevens. Coach, what did you think was the main edge you had?
Well, I thought defensively we were a lot better, and then that led to some offense. But obviously, we're playing a bunch of skilled guys, and we're able to spread the floor, and that's helpful.
You have to make them work at both ends. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Kemba Walker was the story in the first quarter. He had 12 points, 3 assists, and 1 steal. Taking a look at the Celtics, Shaq, what do you think?
Well, they've been playing with some toughness. It's led to a nice lead for them, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding numbers. And now they need to stay mean, Ernie. Cannot lose that edge in the second half.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about Orlando?
They ran into a buzzsaw, and it was on full blast. And once they fell behind, the crowd got into it, and it seemed that they lost a lot of confidence. They started pressing, forcing things, and it made it work. So in the second half, relax, man. Just remember, there's 2 more quarters. It's a fresh start.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go over there.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. What a game we're seeing from Kemba Walker.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And so in the game for the Magic, they've got Jonathan Isaac, Fournier out there with Markelle Fultz. Then there's Gordon, and it's Birch in at the center. Fultz, no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Now Fultz, after Gordon Hayward's three-pointer that didn't go. Another shot. It'll go. The Boston lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Fultz.
Boy, Fultz so good at getting to his spots and then capitalizing, Kevin. I like watching this guy score the ball.
Now here's Walker. Off with the layup.
Well, you have to give credit to Kemba Walker, who has always found ways to improve his game year after year. Has worked on that shot and tool set enough where he can now be a handful to defend for any guard.
Here's Walker. After the Magic pick up two. Hayward. Second chance shot. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and two shots coming up.
You know, there's no question about it. Hayward is an exciting player and an athletic forward who can really, really score.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And this season, he's maintained very good form at the line, shooting at about an 83% clip.
You know, he's been one of those players they've wanted on the line as much as possible this season, especially in close games, guys.
The free throw drops by Hayward. And with Walker, as he has progressed as a player, you know, Greg, so has his leadership.
And Kemba has been a natural leader for so long during his time. When your leader puts in the work that Kemba does, it has to inspire the rest of that roster.
Hayward hits them both. The Magic trail by 11. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. And Fournier kicks to Isaac. Birch the pass to Gordon. Fournier gets a wide open look, and he overshot that one, missing.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there, and neither can he.
The kick out to Walker from deep. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Walker's got 15.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first four here in the third.
Fournier passes to Birch. Back to Fournier. Here's the floater. And Tatum pulls it down. Celtics leading by 14. And here's Brown outside. It's rebounded by Fultz. Fultz has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Birch the pass to Fultz. Shoots over Walker. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, Kevin. I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for the Celtics, Jaylen Brown will be at the line shooting 2.
That free throw good from Brown.
And you talk about the best defensive head coaches in the league. Steve Clifford has to be on that short list.
I would agree with you, partner. I mean, his teams play hard, they play smart, they play with discipline, and that usually is a reflection of the coach, and a good one.
The Celtics making a switch here. Wanamaker's checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and That's taking care of business, fellas.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the call. Foul on Boston. The Magic have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
You know, Fultz is a guy who can easily take over a game if you give him an opportunity to. He's very confident and has remarkable decision-making skills.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. And here's Hayward. He'll bring it up for Boston. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Wanamaker the pass to Tatum, and it's blocked by Gordon.
Good defensive instincts there displayed by Gordon, reading the shooter all the way and timing the rejection perfectly.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
That one goes in.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
The Magic trail by 13. Here's Fultz. He's got 16. Free throw line jump shot. And Boston with the rebound. Cantor's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Out to Hayward. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Hayward's got 4 this quarter.
And Tatum knows how to find his guys in their spots now. A solid passer at his position.
Now here's Fultz. T right on him. Brown against Fournier. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Brown. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down to 13 after the bucket is good from Fournier.
Well, you can consider it automatic when Fournier gets some space to shoot from there.
Wanamaker the pass to Tatum. Back to Wanamaker. It's hauled in by Gordon. The Magic trail by 13. Outside Fournier. Passes it to Gordon. From 13. And Boston with the rebound. Now Hayward. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game. Hayward on the wing. Pulls from the top of the key. Orlando grabs the miss. Birch has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Stolen by Cantor. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Trips down the breakaway slam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. So a new group on the floor for Orlando. And getting very close to seeing our final list of contestants for the dunk contest. And you know everybody in the discussion right now really wants to compete.
I mean, who wouldn't? I mean, if you got the hops and the repertoire, you want to show what you can do.
You look at Tatum, and I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
And we're getting closer and closer to having our contestants determined. So be sure to stay tuned as we'll be bringing you updates very, very soon.
And partner, if we had the contest today, I'd be happy with the group we have right now.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Celtics.
You know, I thought maybe they'd cool off a bit at halftime, but they've continued to bury the jump shots.
Another thing they've done tonight is work the ball into the paint for plenty of those close-range points. You got to have those.
The first free throw is good. Boston making a switch here. Walker's checked in. So he gets them both. The Magic trail by 17. Augustine with it. 7 points in the game. Pass to Ross. Clock at 6. 11 feet away. Buries the jump shot.
You've got to make Ross a passer in that pick and roll. I mean, he's a better scorer than he is a playmaker.
And the 6'7" swingman, Terrence Ross, the number 8 pick out of Washington.
Well, you know, the shooting and leaping ability of Ross, phenomenal. I mean, I think the defensive end is where he can solidify his game and really improve. He's got all the tools, though, to be an excellent two-way player.
Here's Wanamaker. 8 points for him. Tice. Boston, no good that time either.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Here's a 1-2. Kicks to Augustine. Here's the teardrop. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And Augustine really sizes up these floaters perfectly, Kevin. Makes it hard for the defense to get a hand up on time.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And what a season he's had at the foul line thus far. 86% from the line.
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for Semi Ojeleye.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And so it's Boston with it. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Here's Wanamaker. He's guarded by Ross. Wanamaker misses. Augustine passes to Bamba. And the dunk by Bamba.
You know, that kind of unselfishness, guys, from Augustine is really infectious, especially when it's coming from your point guard.
There's the pass to Poirier. Walker against Augustine. Pass to Poirier. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. The Magic trail by 12. And here's Augustine. 10 points for him. Passes to Bamba. Got a piece of it. And it's blocked. Augustine against Walker. Goes up on the block. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Nice shot there by Bamba.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
1:14 left in the third quarter of the game. Hayward kicks to Walker. And it's DJ Augustine with the foul. That's his first foul. And the Magic making a change here. Carter Williams has checked in. Augustine against Walker. Sweet little floater. Walker's got 5 points in the quarter.
That's an aspect of Walker's game that I like. I mean, his ability to use the dribble drive and score on the move, nice.
Augustine against Walker. Pass to Ross. 5 to shoot. Carter Williams against Hayward. Carter Williams can't get it to go. Boston leading by 12. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Inside. Boom, he jams it straight down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Three-pointer Augustine. Good on the triple. Augustine's got 13.
And Augustine is terrific, Kevin, at nailing shots over the D. Can't shake his concentration.
And so it's the Boston Celtics. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll return shortly. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Hayward out there with Daniel Tice. And there's Kemba. And it's Wanamaker in at the 2 spot. That's the Boston 5. Now here's Walker. From about 16, and he gets the jumper to drop. Walker's got 19 points.
I think scoring is what Walker does best. He's phenomenal at that aspect of the game. He scores in a lot of ways.
Ross with a wide open look, and good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Wanamaker. The tray drills the three-pointer. And the Celtics lead by 13.
Yeah, you know, we've seen a much different version of him in this half, guys. He's been sharper, more focused, and more assertive.
Now here is Augustine. Now here's Ross. He kicks to Carter Williams. Left side, Gordon. Such a wide open look.
Boy, I like the confidence here. Gordon is excellent at realizing when he has room to shoot even before he has the ball. That's what we call seeing a play ahead.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. Jaylen Brown comes in for Brad Wanamaker. The Magic also changing it up. Khem Birch comes in for Terrence Ross. And Fournier subbed in for Augustine. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Brad Stevens went over with his guys during the break. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go. Guys?
Now here's Carter Williams. Jason Tatum missing his last shot. Aminu dishes to Carter Williams. From deep three-point range, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Here's a look at the schedule for the Magic. On Thursday, they're off to New York to face the Knicks. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And you know, for that Pistons game, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
Brown against Carter Williams. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Fournier against Walker. Let's go. Kept alive. Poked loose. Gordon with it. Now guarded by Tatum. Lob pass to Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Nobody does it better than Gordon on the alley-oop. Boom!
And Walker kicks to Tatum. Over in the corner, Brown. And it's Boston with another.
I like the confidence and the assurance that Brown is taking these shots with. I mean, his mid-range game is actually on point.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Fournier against Walker. Fournier passes to Gordon. His three-pointer's off the mark.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
They get it back. On the wing, Gordon. Another shot. Goes up again, and he lays it up and in.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Walker the pass to Tatum. Hayward outside, fires from deep, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. Isaac's checked in for the Magic. Markelle Fultz comes in for Michael Carter-Williams. The Magic trail by 11. Al Fournier. From 18 feet away, and Kanter pulls it down. Kanter's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
The way Brown sprints towards the rim makes the defense uncomfortable. I mean, he's really adept at drawing contact on his way to the hoop.
Will be at the line shooting 2.
No good on that one.
And the vertical that Brown has is quite impressive. as relentless a finisher that you'll find in this league.
He's off on the second. And you remember when Aaron Gordon came into the league, Clark, some questioned whether he had the size. Oh, what a play!
And you know, it's clear that Gordon is one of the best dunkers in the game, always looking to bring the thunder.
Here's Walker. Unable to get that one. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Now here's Fultz. He's covered by Brown. Outside Fournier. Yep, that one goes in there.
The defense looking helpless here. Fournier is solid at scoring despite getting hit. Really strong playing through contact.
Walker the pass to Hayward. Brown outside. He feeds it to Tatum. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And that's 13 points for Jason Tatum.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Fournier with the ball. Lets the three fly. Some solid defense from Brown.
He's having a tough quarter, scoring the basketball and able to help them close this gap.
Unloads from 13. Offensive rebound, Celtics. Tatum on the wing. Defended by Gordon. And a wide open look for Walker. They get it back. Cantor. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. Down low. It'll go. The Boston lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Fultz.
Yeah, the clever Frenchman. Fournier solid at recognizing when the defense isn't covering one of his teammates.
Walker finds Hayward. And here's Cantor. They double team Walker. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Austin with the ball. Cantor dishes to Walker. Orlando grabs the miss.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Fournier. Unloads from 13. Misses off the left iron. And so it's Hayward with it. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They led the game at 1 point by 20. A nice shot by Tatum.
Tatum has no problem mixing it up, guys. Goes after offensive rebounds with real zeal and a great effort to clean up that mess on the glass.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. We've seen Kemba Walker really having a great game.
Absolutely on fire. They need to regroup and figure out a way to slow his roll.
Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kemba Walker.
And it's been a terrific night for him in terms of the scoreboard. They've run a bunch of sets for him, and he's continued to come through. Scoring as well as he has, it's taken a lot of pressure off the rest of his teammates.
These fans love him, and tonight he's given them plenty to cheer about. Fournier against Brown. And taken away by Brown. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Cantor kicks to Brown. Outside Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. For 3, Hayward drops in the tray. And the Celtics lead by 12.
Good read from Tatum that time. Saw the defense, had overcommitted, and then made them pay with the sweet dime. Well done.
And here's Fournier. And there's the pass to Isaac. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Farouk Aminu. He's checked in for Gordon. Now here's Walker, guarded by Fultz. And it's Walker penetrating, and it's blocked.
Excellent timing that time from Fultz. And I like the edge that he plays defense with. That's impressive for a young guy.
Fournier's shot is off.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what, Kevin, but he's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Boston.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And when it's all said and done here, this will mark their 38th W on the year.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
But, Greg, still 2 more games upcoming between these teams, so we could have a few more twists and turns down the road.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Kemba Walker.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Gordon, nice win for you guys tonight. What was the difference?
Energy. I think we play with a lot of energy, passion, especially defensively. You know, when we're all doing our job and we're playing and we're focused and we're solid defensively, we're not really having lapses, we can be a pretty good team. You know, that we don't have to walk the ball up the court, and it's not as difficult on our offense. So it all starts defensively, and I think it all starts with energy down there.
You've become one of the best young defensive teams in the league, Gordon. Thanks very much. Back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long.